Raise your hand if you knew that owning a slingshot in the state of California was illegal. Yeah, okay, I didn't either. So let's just say I am not TSA pre-check anymore. A slingshot. What is a slingshot? Well, it's a tool that uses the inertia of a pullback and a low point to launch an object thousands and thousands and thousands of feet in the distance. I mean, so far that if I had the right aim and enough of a pullback, you wouldn't even see where my object landed. But it has to be pulled back. Have you ever felt the tension, the weight of a setback? I know I have. A little about me. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I was blessed a little over a decade ago with one of the biggest surprises of my life, which was the pregnancy of my beautiful daughter. I was so excited to meet her. I could not wait. I loved her from the moment she was just a whisper. But I was not ready, I'll be honest. So to take care of her in the best way we could, her dad and I left and went to a different town to give her a better life, and I left my career in a creative field. So fast forward 10 years, I've been married a decade, I have another kid, and I'm in the throes of motherhood. I am wiping butts, driving carpool, going grocery shopping, jumping into Zoom meetings, running around the block, trying to stay a little bit fit. And I'm doing it all in leggings, like billions of women. And I was really sick of the fact that there was no healthy, 100% cotton underwear option for leggings. So I thought, well, why don't I just invent one? So I started calling manufacturers, trying to figure out how I could invent an underwear that was just like a little strip that would go straight in your pants. Well, I found someone who would make it, but to get it in the shape that I needed, it was going to cost $25,000 more. And I wasn't ready to go all in. So she was making it, she'd send it to me, I'd finish it off by hand, and then I'd go hand deliver it to my core subscribers. I'd hand it to my friends, and I'd say, here are your skimpies, I can't wait to be in your pants. And we'd laugh, and we'd hug, and these moments of girly connection, they were everything. They made me so happy, because it's my soul's purpose on earth to spread joy to women. Well, at that time, I ended up finding a tumor in my left breast, and weeks later had to have a double mastectomy. I woke up in the hospital bed, and I had no breasts, I had no career, I wasn't gonna have a third baby, and I felt really, really low. I could feel that weight on me, that weight of a setback. And then I heard this voice that some might call intuition, I call it God, and the voice said, aim your joy. Everybody say, aim your joy. Well, you can say it louder than that. Okay, that was pretty good. Aim your joy. Yeah, I like that one. So I did. I said out loud the things that make me happy on earth. I said God, my kids, my husband, and skimpies. I thought of all these moments that I'd hand-delivered product, and I told women, I can't wait to be in your pants, and we'd laugh, and we'd hug, and I was like, I can spread joy like that on a global scale. I can do that for billions of women. And right when I said that, this little hummingbird flew up to my window. She had no reason to be there. There were no trees. There were no flowers. She just hovered, and she stared me straight in the face. And I swear, if she could talk, she would have said, well, girl, go. So I picked up my phone, and I called a friend who'd started and sold a company, and I said, girl, how do you start a C Corp? Also, what is a C Corp? She said, honey, don't you want to start an LLC? I was like, no, I'm aiming my joy and I'm aiming big. Because that's the thing. That's the thing about a setback. And it's actually the biggest gift. For the first time, when you're aiming, you're not aiming for money. You're not aiming for a better job. You're not aiming for recognition. You're aiming your joy, because that's what's going to get you out of the setback. And the irony is that your happiness is going to bring you so much success. But there's one thing left that you have to do, right? Or else you're just pulled back and you know exactly what you need to do to be happy. You have to let go. Let go. Let go. It's kind of hard. What does let go mean? Well, it means you can't micromanage every little thing that's going to happen. You can't foresee every failure. You can't foresee every embarrassment, every challenge, because there's going to be challenges. You are flying through the air now. A lot of stuff is going to go wrong. It's happened to me. You're going to have people infringe on your trademarks before you have an attorney. You're going to have friends that you're really excited to work with, and then you hire them, and then they ghost you. You're going to have product stuck in an ocean you've never even heard of. But you keep going, because that's what it means to be in inertia. And then you get to look and see where you've landed. I'm really proud of where I've landed. I started my business as a full-time mom who didn't have a college degree. Makes me a little emotional. And I stand before you a proud graduate of the University of Texas at Austin, and now a graduate of the LEAD program at the Stanford Graduate School of Business. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my fellow leaders. And in the past 5 months, I've scaled my business to an almost $10 million valuation with $0 of paid advertising. Literally, we are built on goodwill, word of mouth, positive reviews, and making women happy every single day. So I'm so humbled and honored that you chose me to speak today. I hope that we all stay in community. You can find me on all the Skimpy social channels, which I'm on a little too much, and God bless. Thank you.